Good morning, Kilbourne. This is your WKHS News for Friday, February 26th, 2021. I'm Tommy Hudek.
And I'm Harrison Klein. One thing that COVID has affected a lot is art classes. Kenny Nally and Jack Wassick give us a closer look at these effects.
COVID has affected the way we learn each day. One department that has had it hard is our arts department. Miss Burke and Miss Thompson talk about the changes they've had to make to adhere to the new guidelines.
So there's been a lot of different changes that we've made. I think honestly it's a process of constant change and trying to be flexible with what we can expect and what we can do. I think one thing that has been really challenging is our program is studio based. So a lot of the way that we've always done our classes is based around the experience in the classroom. Having that be jeopardized, it's just a matter of trying to figure out what are the very core essentials that we want our students to come away with, whether it's life experiences or art experiences. So there's been a little bit of limiting of the amount of media and experimentation, but at the same time, we still always focus on the connections that we are just making with our students.
Theater has had a lot of challenges. Our regular on-stage movement has had to be greatly spread out. Of course, dealing with masks and trying to be heard is tricky. We have limited our sizes of numbers of cast members and crew as far as who's working together when. All of our props have had to be sprayed down after each use, single-use things, so only one person touches one thing and then it's sprayed down. Backstage, we've limited the number of people backstage as well, so that we've got just one person doing lighting or one person doing sound. As far as building things, we've kept people as far apart as we can. I think the biggest challenge is just a lack of an audience. When we finally do have things put together, there's no feedback, there's no anything there from a group experience, and we're missing that community. We come together to do theater together, and with the spaces between us, it's really hard.
Ultimately, it's been a little unfortunate feeling like we get a little bit less with our students. We get to, a little bit less projects, a little bit less material experimentation, but even just going back hybrid in the new semester, it's been really amazing to be able to get to know students face to face. So there's always a silver lining, and we look forward to having students take our classes more in the future.
And although things have been very challenging, the biggest thing that I think is that we've learned to power through, we've learned to problem solve, and even though it's not the same as it was and probably won't be, we've been able to create something really worthwhile.
This has been Jack Wassick, Kenny Nally, WKHS News.
It's hard to believe that the COVID-19 pandemic has been around for a year.
Megan Miller and Marissa Dolciato reflect on where students thought they would be 1 year later.
Over the past year, COVID-19 has affected everyone's lives differently. Each person faced different hardships while learning to abide by a new normal. Over the next couple weeks, as the 1 year anniversary of the virus approaches, some bittersweet feelings may come up. We ask Worthington-Kilbourne students to reflect on their past year.
Okay, ready. Where did you think we would be a year ago today in terms of COVID?
I honestly thought that COVID would be over. I thought that we would be back to normal life by now. I thought COVID would be over, and I thought we'd be back in school full time.
I thought we'd be just normal like everything else, having normal days, being with friends, and just to think that it's not normal anymore. It's just
I thought we'd be back at school for all full time, and I thought that people would be going out more.
Well, I definitely didn't think it was going to be this big. I thought we were just going to be out of school for 2 weeks, but here we are.
I was pretty optimistic about it at first. I thought we were going to be in school 5 days a week at the start. I didn't think we were going to be in hybrid and all these masks and stuff. I thought everything was going to be normal.
A year ago today, majority of us, I don't think, understood the seriousness of the situation. I just thought that we were gonna go on like a 2-week spring break.
Honestly, didn't think it was gonna look like this. I figured maybe we could be back 5 days in person or all online, but I mean, hybrid, we just had to kind of adjust to like what's happening around us.
A year ago, I didn't think it would be still around now. I kind of thought it would be like the whole spring break extended thing and then we'd be done with it and come back. So it kind of sucks that it's been around for almost a whole year.
What do you feel that you've missed out on most because of COVID?
I don't really know what it's like to have like a normal senior year, but I can always like imagine all the homecoming and formal and prom and how fun all that would be, and the student sections, and just, I don't know, enjoying the last year with all my friends.
Mostly sports and getting to see my friends all the time.
My summer, I missed out on my lacrosse season too, which was a bummer, and just hanging out with friends more.
The start of high school and the dances and the football games and sports.
A lot of senior year things. I'm pretty sad that we missed prom last year and then my softball season last year. But this year is what's hitting the most, is like no homecoming, probably no senior project, probably no prom.
Well, especially for being a senior, I think we've missed out on a lot. Me and all my friends, like, we're really looking forward to like the football student section and stuff like that, and going to all of our each other's like senior nights. Like, we just had ours for basketball and nobody could be there, so that kind of sucked.
Definitely like seeing people all the time, like going to school and only seeing half the people in the school. It's definitely a change, but just something you have to adjust to.
What do you look forward to doing most once COVID calms down?
Being able to go like out to eat. And
I feel like I missed out on just a lot of social interaction.
And what do you look forward to after COVID is over?
Concerts.
I think I'm just looking forward to having everything going back to normal, having hopefully a normal freshman year of college.
Hopefully having a normal freshman year of college and being able to make friends without a mask on, but we'll see.
I'm definitely excited about hopefully not having masks anymore, or worrying about 6 feet apart, and also just the college experience of
being able to go like out to eat and everything, like with my friends, with my family, because I mean, like right now it's kind of hard to do it and like go out in public and like not have to worry about wearing a mask. So I guess honestly also looking forward to not having to wear a mask all the time.
As vaccines are being let out and immunity is increasing, hopefully we will see positive changes in the near future.
Seth and Ethan return with the Player of the Week. This week, the spotlight's on Lauren Scott.
Lauren Scott is a junior at Kilbourne and a captain of our girls basketball team. She has had a tremendous start to the season, averaging 25 points after 8 games, helping to lead her team to 3rd place in their division and breaking any record that stands in her path. We caught up with Lauren about her outstanding season. What milestones have you reached throughout the season?
Recently, I personally hit 1,000 career points and then also broke the singles game record, scoring 36 points.
And how do you think you've developed as a player?
I think I've grown a lot individually. Coming in freshman year, I really only scored like 13 points a game, and this year I'm around 25, so I think I've grown a lot.
And what in specific has led to your streak of success?
I think just being surrounded by great players and coaches, they really set me up to be successful in this environment, and all the hard work's paying off.
And what adversity have you and your team faced from COVID?
We got shut down for 10 days around the middle of January, which was really hard because we were starting to hit our peak in terms of winning a lot of games. But coming back after that, I think we're in a really good spot.
And is there anyone that you've looked up to in particular throughout your season?
In the past, Maggie Crozier played here before, and she holds all these records, and I really watched her play as a young girl. So coming into the program now and being able to break some of her records is really incredible. So.
This has been Ethan Moore and Seth Anderson with your Player of the Week.
This has been your WKHS News. Good luck to the swimming and gymnastics team who compete today and tomorrow.
Also, congratulations to our OCC champion basketball and gymnastics teams. Have a fun and safe weekend, Kilbourne, and always remember to keep it classy.
Also, give us a closer look. The swimming and diving, swimming and gymnastics teams who